The original Lost in Space was a camp classic that ran for 3 seasons in the mid-1960s. The 1998 movie version was a very different beast, being a boring reboot that replaced the charm of the TV show with expensive effects, plodding action, and wooden performances.
I don't like the sound of that sound.
This new Netflix reboot falls somewhere between those two stools, with a spot of Lost thrown in for good measure. There are definitely long stretches of boredom, while the Robinson clan are all somewhat bland, but the production values are high, the action good, and a couple of the supporting characters are an absolute blast to watch. The story takes place 30 years in the future, and the Robinson family have been selected as pioneers to colonise a new world. But their spaceship is thrown off course, with the family crash landing on a planet light years away from their destination, which ends up being a hostile environment where there's danger around every corner. Unfortunately, an unhealthy chunk of Lost in Space is dedicated to watching the Robinsons either bond or squabble with each other, neither of which is particularly fun to watch. Unlike Dr. Smith, who was the best character in the original series and is the best character here. As played by Parker Posey, Smith is a troublemaker, plotting, conniving and scheming, all the while looking fierce in a fiery red jumpsuit. Then there's Don West, who has also undergone something of a transformation in this version, being a smuggler and a maverick now driven by fortune and glory, which is exactly what modern Lost in Space needs. The Robinson family is so dull that the show needs spanners thrown in the works, and West and Smith do just that, with proceedings vastly improved whenever they are on screen. While the original Lost in Space casts a shadow over the series, there's another show this version closely resembles, and that's Lost. As once the Robinsons are marooned on their distant planet, it quickly starts to look like the Lost Island, because mysteries around every corner, because there are other survivors whom they engage with, and because flashbacks slowly but surely explain each character's history. Unfortunately, those similarities simply serve to underline its shortcomings. That said, there's lots to like. It's an entertaining space yarn that's brought the story of the Robinson family into the 21st century, with smart, strong female protagonists resulting in a more progressive take on the material, and the impressive effects making it look less like a TV show and more like a movie. Add the fact that there are some interesting themes explored, connected to loss, sacrifice and wanting to belong, and the result is a quality show that does justice to the Lost in Space name, making it well worth 10 hours of your time and earning a fandom score of 3 out of 5.